Wiley Show. Lord have mercy. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. I am your host, Wiley, one of the best underrated internet shows out there on the internet. And we are here, and I do publicly apologize because we scheduled the live this morning, and we were asleep. Like, we was literally knocked out. I took my pill, and I was watching Drumline, and then Drumline was watching me. And then I got woken up from my team, and they were telling me that I'm being dragged on social media, and I saw it, and I said, I'm gonna schedule a live right now, and I'm gonna go live. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Let me press it up for 3 more hours. And I'm definitely went live now. As I said, I'll just go live now. So we are here, and we have a lot that we're gonna discuss, and we're gonna open up the phone lines and allow the public to give their answer, and so they can respond as well. But I got my nice little brown turtleneck. I want to give a special shout out to my friend, sad stylist, that be telling me what to get on Fashion Nova. And we saw this brown turtleneck, and I said, I put the brown turtleneck on. And so it's just really, really good. We got other outfits that we're going to be having as well, because we want to look good. We want to make sure that we're looking crispy and clean over here on the Wiley Show. So I do want to give my friend and, slash stylist, slash editor, a shout out, but thank you so very much. So now we're here. We were talking about, the whole situation with Jason Lee and Armand Wiggins, and it literally like drove the internet to a frenzy. And we had Armand Wiggins and Jason Lee's side. I mean, we had Armand Wiggins' side. We weren't on Jason's side because Jason was completely wrong. And so we heard today that Armand gave us a shout out, and definitely a good guy. I remember Armand was telling me some good things about being on YouTube, and he was giving me some great advice, and I'm starting to listen to his advice, and I thank him, and he knows the advice that he was giving me, and I appreciate that. But I'm not bought and paid for it by Armand Wiggins. I didn't do this because Armand Wiggins super chatted me $500, not like Sharrell's World that got super chatted $500 and literally took Jason Lee's side. Allegedly. Now, you $500, $4.99, and then she just really just went on, oh, this is a corporate America. What about corporate America? What about, that? And I was saying to her, ma'am, what you talking about? And we're gonna definitely dive into that. So I went over to Armand Wiggins' Instagram page, and I'm sorry, his community wall, and he wrote something that I want to read to you all. Okay, he wrote something on this community wall that I definitely want to read to you all. On this community wall, he wrote, I freaking love y'all so much. Thank you for holding me down. Sis got paid $500 to trash me and couldn't take the heat. Thank you all. Thank y'all for seeing the truth and not being a paid for or hater. I'm seeing a lot of lukewarm, passive aggressive, mad that it's not me energy. And I really appreciate my celebrities that are holding me down 10 toes during this time. Because Sharrell's World, she deleted the comments. She took the comments off because in the comments, they were saying, Shirelle, you are loud and you are wrong. So let's talk about what Wiley coming to. So on yesterday, the Wiley Show, we went on, I believe, it was yesterday. We went on Sharrell's World YouTube channel where she was covering this at the 46-minute 9 mark, the 9-second mark. 46, just go to the 46 minute mark, and you would see that she said Wiley call in. So she invited me on the show, and I went on the show and I had Armand Wiggins back. And many people would say, "Oh, I think you're being distracted." No, I was just telling the truth. So let's fast forward to last night. In the middle of the night, I'm getting bombarded with texts like, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna get sued." I'm getting bombarded with emails. "Oh my gosh, you're gonna get sued." I'm like, "Sued for what?" And so I went over to her live, and and it's so laughable. This lady said, "I'm going to sue him and get a judgment because he said I would have a lawsuit." And you guys, I was reading off allaboutthetea.com. And they said Diana Jenkins suing blogger Sharrell World for lies and defamation. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Diana Jenkins plans to sue problematic YouTuber Sharrell's World and other bloggers. The blogger went on a month-long tirade on her YouTube channel, making numerous false and defamatory statements about the Room 23 author. The false claim included labeling Jenkins a sex trafficker and a prostitute and a madam, and repeatedly referred to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star as the main hoe in charge. A Beverly Hills pimp claims he looks Room 23 was a book of Jenkins Johns and prostitutes. On August 31st, the Entrepreneur Powerhouse legal team fired off 8 cease and desist letters to multiple bloggers that continue to perpetrate nasty lies about Jenkins. And then also Jenkins' attorney, Jay Eric, a partner with Chicago law firm, and they definitely dive into that. So that she planning on suing. And we read the article. And so Shirelle said, "I'm going to sue." What? Sue me for what, child? I didn't write the article. Monica from All About the Tea staff wrote the article. I didn't write it. I'm reading an article. Whether you was going to get sued or not, I didn't write the article. So she thought she was going to scare me with a lawsuit. Baby, you don't scare me with no lawsuit. And guess who's going to represent me? Me. I'm going to represent myself in that lawsuit. And I'm going to be like, "Your Honor, I read off an article that Sharrell World might get sued by a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills lawsuit. Your Honor, yes. And if the judge, and if we come to an agreement to take the video down, we'll take the video down. But guess what? The video going to stay up. Not until I get a court order from the judge, just like Tasha K got a court order. I'm not taking the video down because that's not defamatory. Just because I said you're going to get a lawsuit from the Beverly Hills person, you might get a lawsuit, and that's in the article. Like, come on, you're not scaring me with a lawsuit, all right? That don't make me shiver in my boots. I'm not Storm Monroe. I'm not going to be scared because you say lawsuit. Sorry, I'm not the right. You got the right way. If you want to waste your money with a Beverly Hills attorney to come out to Wiley, that's you. This is not defamatory at all. That's you. If you want to waste your coins to go after a man that is coming up on these YouTube streets, you're mad because Jason Lee paid you money and you hopscotch and dance for Jason Lee for that money. If Jason Lee would have never sent you that money, you would have been on Armand Wiggins' side. And then you said, "Well, I heard Wiley with the library and it was so disturbing." Yeah, we paid that library back 20 racks. Okay, we paid them back. That debt is paid. That's old news. You gotta get caught up with something new because that was literally old news. So I'm not the Storm Monroe. You're not gonna scare me with a lawsuit. I'm still here, still gonna do competition. If you want to waste your funds to sue me in federal defamation court, go right ahead. You wasting your money, but I guarantee you won't get a judgment because this will be a waste of not only the court's time but the court's energy and resources. This will be a waste of the court's time because all Wiley said and repeated off an article. You're going to have to sue allaboutthetea.com because they wrote the article that you may get a lawsuit from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. What's that star name? Diana Jenkins. Okay. All right. So when you talk about this, that's who you're going to have to sue if you're going to sue. Okay. In addition to Sharrell's World, Real Housewives of Potomac star physically going after Jezebel and a social media personality known as the NT Lawyer, aka Crazy Days and Nights. NT has implied Jenkins has a deep ties to the late Jeffrey Epstein and accused of sex trafficking by multiple women. Diana believed this is all stems from something infamous she wrote in 2009, Room 23, featuring ratchet pictures of models and celebrities. So we're gonna definitely keep y'all updated. We're not afraid, and you guys, you all definitely can send a cash app because we ain't got it. All right, you could definitely send us a cash app, and you could definitely send us a PayPal. You definitely send us super chats. It will go towards the legal defense fund over here at the Wiley Show. If you want to continue to get entertained by us, we're not afraid at all. Okay, so we definitely have we got the cash up on the screen right there. All right, $1, $2, $5, a million, whatever you want to give. You could definitely do so. So, so when I got it, and people really thought I was going to be scared, I'm getting DMs. Oh my gosh, she ain't playing, ma'am, sir, whomever is out there. It is a process to get a judgment. Okay, most of those judgments that she probably got is because those people that paid them lawsuits no mind. We're going to go to court. We're going to see this thing through if she actually files the paperwork. All right, we're gonna see this through. We're not gonna be like one of those people just ignore the lawsuit and get a judgment because you didn't appear in court. No, we are going to attend every court hearing, and we're going to definitely attend that. And guess what? We're gonna go live and do commentary, like we always do. All right. And Shirelle, you're mad is because you're getting dragged. You have a whole husband. Let me break this down. If I had a whole husband, do you think I'm going to be in the middle of the night talking about another man saying that I'm going to sue Wiley, and you literally letting Wiley interrupt your sleep? You letting somebody that is cockeyed, bipolar diagnosed, interrupt your sleep? Really, ma'am? Is that's what we doing? So I just don't understand. And your husband have to not be a good, strong, masculine man is because you are having that masculine energy. See, a woman's supposed to be submissive. If your man in bed, then you should be in bed as well with your man. But obviously, you don't have a good, strong man behind you because he allowing you to do this. If I was your husband, I'd be like, babe, get off this internet. We about to go make some love. All right. Don't worry about Wiley. Don't worry about that. We about to make some love and continue to make the scores. But you have a very weak man because you wearing the pants in the relationship. You are the masculine one. And your husband is not masculine in the relationship, the head of the household. You tell your husband when he can sleep and when he can eat. That's how I really was preaching this, and many people didn't want to believe me about it's a such thing called masculine women, and she's one of them. Okay? You had on your makeup, you had on your best wig to talk about Wiley. It's plenty other things that you could have talked about. You literally was talking about me in your nice makeup, in your wig, and I'm like, is she doing this trying to hit on me? Because she got on her nice wig, got on her makeup, looking real good and beautiful. Do she want to date me? Because I'm like, why is she looking just beautiful in the middle of the night? And y'all, I don't understand this Wiley. I don't know him. Ma'am, you watch my show. How you say you don't know me and you watch my show? Of course you know I was doing videos with All About the Tea, ma'am. You know who I am. Everybody know who the Wiley Show is. So let's not play games here. I don't even know who he is. Ma'am, you said out of your mouth, yeah, I watched the Wiley Show. You even was watching me when I was going back and forth with Tasha K. When I was in Vegas, you were covering it. You and your weak husband. Weak. Allegedly. He's allegedly weak. Weak. I want to have a conversation with your husband because you're the woman. I'm not about to go tit for tat for you, the woman. You have several seats and bring your husband. Let me talk to that husband because he's supposed to be the head of the household. You're supposed to allow your husband to talk to the man. I don't want to talk to you. You the woman. You sit down somewhere. Bring your husband on the line. Let's have a debate with your husband. Now, I don't know if you were roasting and gagging the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm sorry, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't know if you said that about Diana Jenkins, but I think Diana Jenkins is a good person. She don't deserve to be dogged out. She don't deserve to be called a prostitute. If you said those things, she don't deserve it. Diana Jenkins is a good woman. She's beautiful. I don't know if she's single, but I guarantee you she's going to be submissive if I was dating her. So she's a beautiful, beautiful woman. I love her. Beautiful, 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 beautiful woman. She reminds me of Marilyn Monroe. Okay? So, and I'm definitely going to tune into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Definitely. So, I'm saying this to the people in the back. We're not afraid of a lawsuit. We're not Storm Monroe. I got to keep saying it because Storm, he was scared. The man still bamboozled and scared and shivering in his boots about lawsuit. He was so scared. Man, this is civil. I'm going to show up to every deposition. I'm going to show up to every court appearance, and we're going to represent ourselves. And then we may even pay for a lawyer. But guess what? We're not going to let her just get a judgment for me not showing up. So if you want to waste your money and file it in a federal defamation court, go right ahead. You're going to be at a loss, not Wiley. I can guarantee you that. All right? I'm just saying. Oh, I can't put out the interview. I'm so scared. I'm scared. I'm going to get a lawsuit. I'm so scared. Weak. You got to be strong to do this. I slept real good when she said she was going to sue the Wiley Show. You know what I did? I went on, I saw that video, and I slept really good. I even missed my show this morning because I was sleeping so good, dreaming so good. I was having a great dream. So shout out to Monica from All About the Tea. And then she was like, I'm going to sue Monica. She's going to have to show her face. You still don't know who Monica is. You still don't know who she is, and you say that she's gonna have to show her face. And people, she was showing judgments of people that she got allegedly that she won. They wasn't even going to court. They wasn't even fighting it. They just let it just automatically get a judgment. Just like Andrew Caldwell, when he lost a lawsuit, he didn't even show up to court. He got an automatic, what do they call that judgment that you get when you don't show up to court? Let me know in the chat. He automatically got that. So I already got my trial look together. I'm going to have my turtleneck. I'm going to be looking sharp, showing up in that courtroom professional, talking to the media, interviewing with YouTubers. And so her audience said, you should take down the video. She took down the video because people was on a default judgment. She thinks she's going to get a default judgment. No, ma'am. You're not going to get a DJ on me. I'm going to show up. I'm not going to get a fail to appear. I'm not going to get a default judgment. I'm going to be at every court appearance. If you want to waste your coins on Wiley, go right ahead. Who cares about a lawsuit? You do this long enough, you're going to get sued. It's okay. Donald Trump been sued millions of times, and he's still Donald J. Trump. He became the president of these United States of America. And then you took down a video because people had Wiley's side. They wasn't on your side. They saw through the bull that you tried to pull on Wiley. They saw through that bull. They saw through that wig you had on. They saw through that makeup. They saw through them fake tears that you tried to conjure up. You tried to conjure up some tears and couldn't even cry because you know you ain't hurt. You mad because Armand dragged you for accepting a super chat from Jason Lee. And his audience dragged you, and now you want to take it out on Wiley. Well, take it out on me, ma'am. I'm right here, and I ain't going nowhere. All right. So I just had to say that because I was shocked. I'm like, this lady, she said Sharrell's World versus the Wiley Show. Why she want to versus me? Why? And her husband was asleep because he know he can't have a battle with me. He know. So he's somewhere pretending to be asleep. And she got papers. I don't know. I'm definitely going to have to sue Marquise Wiley. She had some papers with no writings on it. Like that was going to scare me. And people say, I think you should take the video down. Why would I take it down? I didn't allow this lady. I was reading what was on All About the Tea. Let me drop the link to the article, and you all can read it for yourself. I didn't defame that lady. That's the article right there from allaboutthetea.com. This was written on August 31st, 2022. Give me a second. Ain't nobody afraid of her. Talking about he shouldn't be on YouTube. She got a $499 super chat from Jason Lee. And Jason Lee said, I'm going to come on the show soon. And ever since Jason said that, that's when Sherelle's world changed her mind. She can't, you have to, ma'am, you all got to understand something about the justice system. You have to win a judgment. You don't automatically get a judgment like that. It's a process. Somebody hashtag process. See, y'all be listening to Sherelle's world and y'all don't have no education because you don't automatically get a judgment. It is a process. Somebody hashtag process. It is a process that you have to go through the court system. You don't automatically get a judgment. You have to win. First, you have to win. First, you have to file. First of all, you have to serve while with the paperwork. Then you have to show up. Then you have to win to get that. And you only get adjustment. And then you only get the garnish wages if I refuse to pay the judgment. That if I lose. But it's a process. And you're going to have to present your case to the judge. You don't automatically get a judgment. People, it is a process. When you go back to Tasha K and Cardi B didn't automatically get a judgment. She had to sue Tasha. She had to serve Tasha. She had to prove her case during trial. And then she won it. And now she had to, she had to go back to the judge to get the money garnished. And then now she got to continue to chase Tasha K down for her money. So that's a long process. So if you got years in the making to go through that process, then you go ahead. The book that Diana Jenkins being a madam, she spoke on it. That I don't know because I didn't read. Can somebody send me a link to the book and I'll read the book myself? Okay, and that could probably be our next book club pick. But a little commercial break. We are reading White Fear: How the Browning of America is Making White Folks Lose Their Mind. I definitely have the book here. And we're gonna definitely talk about it. I'm just gonna finish up reading it. I was gonna do a review on each chapter, but we're gonna have another live next week. I was gonna do it today, but I did my live too late, so we're gonna schedule a members only live next week, and we're gonna just cover this book again about the other chapter, the rest of the book. And so we definitely gonna talk about it. So I hopefully that y'all read it. It's really good on Audible book. I'm reading it on Audible. And I bought the hard copy, so just in case if I ever were to run into Roland Martin, I can, have him to sign this book. So that's definitely the book that we have. All right. So make sure y'all definitely go get it. Go get it at Barnes and Nobles at a black owned bookstore, and it's definitely there. I remember they didn't have the copy in my area, so I called Barnes and Noble, and they went on and ordered it. And then when I went into Barnes and Noble, the man said people was requesting this book and they didn't have no copies. And I said, well, we got one. I had mine on hold. I told him, I said, make sure y'all get some more copies of this book because, people want to see it. People want to be educated on this. And that's just how that goes. So make sure y'all get a copy. It is so good. And there's other books I'm going to be reading and educating myself about Black America, about our struggle. Because if you don't learn from it, you're doomed to repeat it. So I'm definitely have a great read. So thank you all so very much for that. And I want to shout out to Roland Martin. He did reshare us on Twitter. He retweeted us on Twitter. So he's just a great guy. He's an awesome journalist, and I get all of my knowledge from politics from Roland Martin. And then also I want to speaking about that, in Georgia, and we're gonna get back to Sherrell's world. They literally broke records on their early voting. So that's good for Democrats. That's good for our democracy, literally breaking records for early voting. So thank you. Thank you for their support. Okay, so now we're going to open up the phone lines. I don't know if anybody want to call in, but we're going to open up the phone lines and allow y'all to call in and to just let me know if I forgot something to say. Shout out to Sherrell's World audience. We love you. Shout out to one of the viewers on Sherrell's World panel said, Wiley hate Black women. I love Black women. I love me some Black women, especially if you're chocolate. I love Black women. I even talk to Black women, okay? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love me some Black women. I'm actually dating a Black woman. So you can't say that I hate Black women. I love me some Black women. Okay, I think Black woman is the best creation that God ever created was the Black woman. Black woman is the mother of earth. Black woman is the creator of the human beings on this earth. They are the original creator on this earth. So that's one thing God, when he did create it, a black woman, he created something special. So I love our sisters. Really do. I really love them. All right. So I just definitely had to say that. And we don't have no ill will towards Sharrell's world at all. We was just doing our job. So we're going to open up these phone lines. Give me a second. Moderators, can you post a number really quickly? And make sure y'all thumbs up. Thank y'all for thumbing up the videos. I appreciate it. But we're going to get to the phone lines and allow you all to call in and give y'all thoughts on this Sharrell's World versus the Wiley Show lawsuit.
Start your show now. Press 1. To hear important instructions, press...
Your show is scheduled to start in 34 seconds.
34 seconds. Right. Okay, let me definitely do that. I'm going to take their picture down because I got to put the number on the screen. There we go. And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram as well. And TikTok. We on TikTok. And we doing real good over there on TikTok. So make sure y'all follow us over there on TikTok. We doing real
Your
good.
show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
They said, Wiley, are you going to get Olga to represent you? No, I'm not going to get Olga to represent me. Absolutely not. No. Okay. Anonymous, you live on the Wiley Show.
Wiley, this is Queen Tulsa, and I will be reporting on both of you guys. I think this is so horrible, and I think it needs to stop. It needs to stop. I've got to go.
Okay. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Oh, child, Miss Tulsa. Anyway, Wiley, is Shirelle one of the comedians? Because I went to her page and I stopped that with her. Is she going by a different name?
Sharrell's World is the name on her channel. You have to type it in on the channel. I have it in the title, and that's what it is. I don't know if she's a comedian. No, I don't know that. But she says
she looks like the comedian Miss Laura. But we're behind. Your supporters are behind you 100%, Wiley. We support you, and we know if she's suing you, you're gonna win your case, and we're gonna be on the news or whatever, rallying behind you in support. She will lose.
Thank you so very much for that. And it's just all about wasting her money. And it's so because a lawyer going to take your money, period. Okay, she called in. A lawyer going to take your money, period. They're not going to say, well, you don't have a case. They're going to take your money. But I think this is a case that's not worth winning. All right, 0172, caller, you're live on the air.
Riley, I'm going to call you in a long while. Listen, that woman, Shirelle, she and everybody is in a lawsuit, every single soul. But I really want you to carry this to the end, because as you said, a lot of people don't show up and just stop. But if you take this to the end, is she really going to do it? Because there's no reason for her to sue. But it would cost her so much. Do like Tasha, go to court every day and let her pay lawyers a lot of money. Because she's suing everybody. She and John Yates, she and everybody is in a lawsuit. And then she have these people who come on her show and everybody agrees with everything she says. She have this moderator named Andrea. She look inbred. And I'm like, lady cannot speak. She seriously look like she's inbred. And I'm like, why is she talking about anybody? She and her husband, they're just like everybody agrees with her. She don't have anybody over there to say, Shirelle, that's wrong or something. But there's nothing for her to sue you for. But if she do, go to court every day, every single day. Because, each time she goes, she's paying a lawyer. And bring up every single soul that she sue. I know John Yates would love to come to court and talk. So don't worry about her. All right, Riley. I love you, Riley.
Love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Love you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Where is we're gonna go to the next caller. Make sure y'all we don't mind interviewing John Yates if that's what y'all want to do. 6266, caller, you live on air. 6266, 6266, 6266.
Hello.
Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hello, Wiley. Love you and love your show.
Love you back.
I just want to say about Sharrell. You remember she was saying that she was not on nobody's side with the Armand and Jason situation, but y'all do remember that she said the first thing she said she was leaning towards Jason's side, and we all know she was on Jason's side after she got that $5.99, that $600.
It was $500. It was $500.
Yeah, $500. Yeah, and if you watch Armand's show, can't nobody say he was lying because he had receipt after receipt. And won't nobody trying to hear what Sharrell was trying to say, because we already know she picked Jason Lee's side. That was the first thing she said on her show.
Okay, I hear you, and I think that, you know, with Sharrell's world, I think that she didn't know the power of Armand Wiggins' audience. She thought that she was going to have Jason's side and people was going to praise Jason, but it was a total opposite. In those comments, they were saying, "Ma'am, you are loud and wrong. Armand is right." And then she's like, they should have had a conversation. They said they did have a conversation, and what Armand did, he stood up to a bully, a narcissistic bully, and that's what he did. And he have every right to do so. And just like I've said in countless places, as well as Sharrell's world, that she can't talk about burning bridges when she had tit for tat with these reality housewives and all of that. So does that mean you're burning the bridges with one of the housewives? So you can't say don't burn a bridge with Jason when you yet be critical of these housewives. People can argue that you burning the bridge with them.
Right. I saw that last night when you was up there, and I saw that she said she liked your show, and then to find out that she's suing you, that's crazy. And won't nobody try to hear that shit she was spitting last night, because to me, I love Shirelle, but it's like she weak, and then that nosy situation, you can't tell nobody, because I saw Armand was didn't even say nothing to Jason for a month. And then you keep pushing him. I'm glad Armand read Jason Lee. I used to like Jason Lee, but it's like after you saw what Armand and he showed the receipt, you can't say it was lies or nothing, because it was just bam, bam, bam. He just kept coming. Like, it's nothing nobody can't say that was a lie because he had the receipt.
And one thing I want to say, when we ran a poll with the audience, I asked them who was right, Jason Lee or Armand Wiggins. 5% said Jason Lee. 5. Over 95% said Armand Wiggins is right. And over almost 2,000 people have voted for that. And that would just show you that the public is on Armand's side. And this is definitely not shocked. And that's what you have to read the room on this. And she could have ran a poll with her own audience, and they would say that Armand Wiggins was right. Most people that I talk to just said he's right. Most people that is on Twitter is saying that Armand Wiggins is right.
Yes, and when he brought up like how Jason was talking to him, and I'm like, everybody know that Jason Lee. Well, I feel like everybody know that Jason Lee used Armand, because you remember that with the keyboard thing, the gunshots and stuff. Armand helped him with that.
Yeah,
it's like I feel like he saw Armand light, and he wanted to, like they say, he was not trying to do nothing for Armand, but he wanted to use Armand. I just hope he like look out and be aware of his, not surroundings, but like from people like him, because it's just crazy. Just like this, he said he was going to verify him and never did. That's crazy too. But yes, I love you. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Okay, 0235, caller, you're live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Listen, Shirelle ain't gonna go through with that case. She just said that to scare you, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jason was behind it, because Jason knows that you and your audience has been very vocal against him. So Shirelle needs to stop it while she's ahead. She ain't gonna do nothing. Just pay it no mind. She ain't gonna go through with it because there's no defamation. There's nothing to defame. You never defamed her character. You just gave your opinion. and she's just trying to scare you. And it ain't
Absolutely.
gonna work. Shirelle, work for your money. That's all I got to say about it. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. All right. Okay, let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley,
Hey.
baby, how are you?
Doing wonderful.
I'm just gonna say this: you're a praying man, you're a man, God-fearing man. So I'm not gonna put the battery in anybody's back, because the one that put the battery in everybody's back was Bacardi with the Suing stuff. And I really, if Shirelle, if you're listening, I've tuned in to you before years ago, but Wiley's my people, he's my man, and Wiley wouldn't, that's why I tune into you, and I'm really, even when I don't tune into you, you just my people. Like, I feel like you're really a good person, and I'm not just saying that because you got some gossipers that just, or people that call and they love you, but they love Shirelle and all that. I'm not flip-flopper. I'm just saying I love you, and I don't think you said I wasn't there. I didn't hear the tea. I'm not really always down for the tea because I have a busy life. But I'm just going to say I know that the person that you are, if you didn't say anything to defame anyone, I'm just going to say, Shirelle, if you're listening, everybody stop jumping on the Bacardi bandwagon, please, especially because it's YouTubers that's suing other Black YouTubers, and this is ridiculous. I'm sorry that it went as far as it did with her and Tasha, but ever since this Bacardi woman started the suing stuff, and she put the battery in everybody's back, even Norm's mother, what is it, Norm? Well, I don't even want to call names because I don't want to blow up your show, because I do care about you, because I don't want to get, but you know what I'm talking about, the sweetie pie. Everybody's suing everybody. It just needs to stop, because after a while, you keep taking each other down, it won't be any YouTubers. I mean, so Shirelle, just please stop. Everybody stop jumping on the bandwagon, and just let live. And I don't think you said anything out the way, because one thing about you, you're a wise person, Wiley, and I'm not just saying this to blow smoke up your behind, but you're a wise person. I'm very fond of you, and I think you know your rights. You know a lot about things. You wouldn't just defame someone. So this lawsuit stuff needs to stop. And what's the name? Put it in people's back. I'm purposely not saying names because I care about you, and I'm not trying to blow up your show. But this lawsuit stuff needs to stop. Stop being monkeys following behind her. Thank you, Wiley. And like I said, you're a praying man. Just pray about it, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, we're going to be behind you and we're going to do fish fries and all that. We won't even call it into existence.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so very much for calling in. All right, y'all. It's 1,000 people in the chat, so make sure y'all screen record that number. Wow, y'all is definitely tuning in. So the people that are just tuning in, we are talking about the Shirelle's World have blasted me on her YouTube, and she stated that, quote, she's going to sue me on for defamation. She's going to get a judgment for us. So that's what we're talking about here. You see it in the title. That is what she said. She went live in the middle of the night, early this morning, saying that she is going to sue the Wiley Show and get a judgment because she felt that I defamed her character. And we was definitely reading on all about the T article about a lawsuit that Diana want to sue Sharrell's World, allegedly, is in the article, and you can definitely check it out. Let's go to the next caller. If you want to call in, the number is 646-716-8447. Anonymous, you live on air. Anonymous? Okay. 6040.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
So let's just get straight into it. First of all, we should have known Shirelle couldn't be trusted when she sit up there in that big old synthetic wig. Let's just keep it a buck. On the real, Shirelle, I knew she couldn't be trusted when she sat up there after that whole nosy situation in Nikki, and she sat up there and let that girl come up on her platform and continue to drag Nikki's baby and say all type of stuff. And just like you said, is Perry her husband? I don't know. Who is her husband?
I don't know about that.
Is Perry her husband?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whoever her husband is, he needs to come to the front and get his wife because she's gonna get snatched up by that wig. We not gonna play around with her.
Well, the
No,
order
for real.
of what should happen in a marriage, I believe that the husband should have more say so when a wife is out of order, you know. And I feel like she was out of order coming out of man. You typically should have your husband
Whether
address
it be the husband
address the
that
man,
come get her or her people,
right?
somebody need to come get her.
Because she woke up in the middle of the night, put on her wig, put on her makeup, just to announce this. And it seemed to me, obviously, she must have had an argument with her husband, because I know I didn't come at her in no defamatory way, and she just was like, she sounded like she wanted to cry, and she was like, I won all these lawsuits.
She pulling a Karen. She's acting like a Karen.
Definitely acting like a Karen.
When people not on her side, now she want to cry them tears, and ain't nothing wrong with her other than she need a new wig. She wanted to play stupid clown games, and she won a clown prize and got dragged in the comment section to the point she had to turn the comments off. Now, Armand get on my nerves, but Armand was right in the situation. The only reason why she want to switch it up and align with Jason is because, yes, he paid her that $500, but also she probably trying to get in the spaces that Jason be in too. Let's keep it a buck.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I don't know. I'm not feeling Shirelle. I always felt like she was messy. Even Nicki Minaj had said the same thing. Like, she thought she was a classy woman, but she just realized that she was very messy when she sat up there and allowed Nosy to do what she did. Now she's trying to play a Karen when it comes to you talking about suing. Girl, Wiley, she ain't finna sue nobody. She not finna sue nobody. She was just the main one sitting up there with this whole Nicki and Nosy thing saying, I'm sick of everybody trying to sue people. Let's not sue people. Girl, shut up, Shirelle. You was just sitting in Clubhouse with Armand. And so now you're trying to go against Armand because of Jason sent you $500. Take that $500 and get a new wig because we tired.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. The phone number is 646-716-8447. All right. Next caller, 8544. Call you live on air. 8544. Yes, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, yes.
Okay. Wiley, she's not going to sue you. I think, Wiley, she posted that to scare you. What you have to do going forward is cover yourself. I think she posted that video this morning to scare you, and she now wants you to slip up to defame her.
Right, and we don't know her to defame her. We were only reporting on what All About the Tea wrote in the article.
She's setting you up, though, Wiley. She wants you to slip up to now say something because it's laughable. Yes, her attorney, she can go to her attorney because she pays him monthly because she's always suing someone. Now, when she sued John Yates, if you see what John has said about her, I can understand that. But she's setting you up because she wants you to now, she scared you, so she wants you to now slip up. She wants you to make it easy for her. She's not that bright. I'm sorry. I don't want to diss her, but the lady does this as a full-time job. You don't. She doesn't even do research to understand the subject matter that she's talking about on her shows. She misinforms her audience. She misquotes. The audience has to constantly correct her. You have a full-time job, and then you come and do this, and everybody knows that follows you. You're entertaining us. And the other thing is, she's the biggest hypocrite. It just amazes me how just less than 24, 48 hours ago, she was on Nosy's channel. And weeks before that, like your other caller said, she was saying, I'm sick of these lawsuits. I hate that everybody is suing. Why can't we talk first before we sue? I can't believe that people are just going to lawsuits. And lady, you mean to tell me that commentary that Wiley did last night made you lose so much sleep that the first thing you did, you probably didn't even take a bath, but you didn't even sleep, stayed up all night and sat up there waiting just to reach your attorney. I mean, and you didn't even say something that Nosy said to Nikki that most people on YouTube or a large amount of people were saying Nikki should sue Nosy for what she said about her child. And we know that Nikki can't really sue her because of freedom of speech. But Shirelle acts like you said something about her child, but she supported Nosy to the death. That lady is the biggest hypocrite. I'm so glad I unsubscribed to her, and I know I'm one person, but I hope people really start watching her and see the hypocrite that she is. She can't even when people were trying to explain to her the whole Armand, somebody had called in that was Armand's friend, and they was trying to explain to her the difference. I don't know if you saw Wiley when she got into it with Monica online with her and her husband. Did you see that video, Wiley?
I saw clips of it. You can give us a rundown on that because I know people were saying that she had bad blood with All About the Tea Monica.
Wiley, this lady is a hypocrite. That video will show you the hypocrite. She got so out of character. Yesterday when she was talking about the whole Armand thing, and she was saying, I just hate as Black people we're doing this. I want everyone to go look at her video and remember what you saw in Armand's video, and you tell me if they're the same. Armand was methodical. He was strategic. He had his receipts. He wasn't yelling. And keep in mind what people were trying to drive to her, because I hope she's listening. Armand had to do this because he was already doing things to Armand. Armand had to say, hey, I know what you're doing. So, hey, keep on doing it because I just want to let you know I know what you're doing and I see you. She was trying, and even one of the ladies that worked for her was saying, Shirelle, sometimes you have to do this for different situations. Your situation is different from Armand. Callers kept trying to explain it to her. I've watched her show where she'll say something and she'll try to correct her husband. And I thought the husband, nothing against him, I thought he was the one that wasn't the bright one because of something I heard like another content provider say right before I started watching their show that they were both uneducated. And I was like, that's not fair because Shirelle sounds very educated, but sound can be one thing and you can articulate, but there is a lot of air up there. And her husband has to repeat things and say it over and over. It's almost like she needs a little man on her shoulder to tell her, Shirelle, before you say that out loud, repeat it to yourself 3 times. This lady is not, my last thing, Wiley, she's not suing you. Just remember, Wiley, she's trying to set you up right now. She wants you to slip up. She wants you to go dirty. And she wants you to make this easy for her. And she wants you to defame her. So just remember that while if you say anything about her, it's legit. Just make sure you cover yourself because she's setting the trap for you right now. She's not that bright. Shirelle, we see you. And I know she's watching this. That's it, Wiley.
Thank you so very much for that. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next caller. Oh, we got some more callers. Okay. Anonymous, you live on air.
Wiley got her sick. 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 You got her sick because I agree with you. What married woman will wake up in the middle of the night, early morning, to address Wiley? Little old Wiley. You got her sick, Wiley. And if she sue you, which I don't believe she would, go to it for the go. We right behind you.
All right.
And that's it.
Yes. Oh man. Thank you. Oh man. Okay. Thank you, Ika. Next caller, 3810. Okay, you got too much noise like you flying a plane. 0172.
Yeah. there, Riley. This is me. I called back to let you know that that man sitting, Perry, that's her husband. That's her husband for umpteen years. And he has to go along with everything she says because this is their living. They have no other living. And she's like the breadwinner. So he's going to lay there and let her get up and get on the phone and talk crap. And when he's there with her because he's her co-host, everything he said, she was like, oh, Perry, stop. Oh, Perry, please. Everything he said, Perry, stop. And then she laughed for every single thing. Even if it's not funny, if it's serious, she laughing for no reason. Perry, stop. So yeah, that's her stupid husband. So being that she's the breadwinner and he's there with her, he does have to lay in the bed, do what he does, and let her get up, put on her cheap-looking wig, and while his teeth is super, super white, while his teeth is in bleach soaking, so you could put it in next day. And as I said, she and every single soul is in a lawsuit. I've never seen a blogger where them and everybody's in a lawsuit. Don't worry, Riley. She just, as the other caller says, she figure if she said this, it will scare you. She's not scaring anybody because she looks stupid. Okay, Riley.
Thank you so very much on that. Also, thank you, Steph. Sent a super chat. Said, let's support this man. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next caller. 252562. Caller, you're live on air.
Hello.
Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Yes. My name is Anonymous.
Okay, welcome, Anonymous.
Okay, I just want to say one thing that she said, you be careful and look over the transcript. Shirelle said that you lied on her and that's what she's mad about. And I don't think any of that is true. You just read the script and I think that's a shame. But you read over there so you'll know the things that she's saying about you. She kept repeating that you lied on her.
Right, and that's completely not true. We were reading an article. Now, whether the article is false or not, it's an article that said that. And so definitely we will be reaching out to Diana Jenkins to see what's the update. Is she going to actually sue Sharrell's word or not? We definitely will. So after the show, we would definitely send Diana a message to see if she's going to sue.
Okay, and it's not her husband Perry's fault. I think they had said he's in real estate. I don't really know if that's actually true or not, but he seems like a fine man. Okay, we love you, and we're rooting for you. You're going to get through this.
Thank you so very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye. We got three more. We're going to take these last three, and we're going to give our closing remarks. 3810, you're live on air.
Hi, Wiley. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So I just wanted to say this is my first time ever calling, and I am so disappointed in Sharrell's world. I follow her religiously, and when she started talking about suing you, I was like, wait a minute. You just said all this game about how we need to support each other. And then you do the very thing that you said you wouldn't do anymore. She has people on her panel who try to give her good advice, right? And it just goes all the way left. But outside of that, one of the things I like about your show, because I just started watching you yesterday, is you actually let your callers speak. That is something that's very rare over there. She constantly talks over her husband and her guests. And not only that, if you notice, it's like the same people on her panel over and over and over again. And they say this and they say that. And it's like, as long as they're agreeing with her, she lets them talk. The minute they don't, she cuts them off. And the other thing that I really like about you, and this is the last thing and I'll get off, is that you let your callers speak and you just keep it moving. She has an opinion about every caller and everything they say. And I feel like that's why she's constantly being sued. I hope that everything works out. Your show is great, and I love listening to you.
Thank you so very much. The phone lines is open. Thank you all about the T's in the chat. Thank you all about the T for coming in. Hey, Monica. Anonymous, you live on air. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I want to tell you, you are hilarious. You are my next favorite YouTuber.
Thank you.
I stumbled upon your show, and you're funny. You really is funny. I don't know who this girl Shirelle is, but I do know that wig.
Oh man. Oh man. Sharrell's been sued numerous times. That's what I'm all about. She said, meanwhile, I've never been sued. Well, we thank you so very much. We got a super chat in the house that said, Wiley, did you hear Armand thank you on his station here today for supporting him with your commentary? We support you, Wiley. Kick rock, Shirelle. Thank you. I did hear about that. We definitely going to tune into his station there and stuff like that. But we thank you. All right, little commercial break. Make sure y'all go and see the movie Till. It's about Emmett Till's life, and Whoopi Goldberg is a part of the movie. It's getting a lot of Oscar buzz. So make sure y'all go out there and support the movie Till, T-I-L-L. And we definitely going to see that movie. So make sure y'all go support that movie this weekend. Take your whole family. 6534. You live on the air.
Hey, Wally, how you doing?
Doing good.
That's good. I just wanted to call in and say, whatever this shenanigan is with Shirelle, don't even pay it no mind. Just stand still and let God do his work. Because I was kind of shocked when she came up that early in the morning because I couldn't sleep, so I was already up. And I was like, well, what's happening with Shirelle this early in the morning? So I clicked on and listened to it. And I was like, I can't believe what I'm hearing because I know Wiley. And like I called him before and said, you was my number one on YouTube. I don't know if you remember me, but I told you was anointed by God because you're the only person on YouTube that touched my heart singing a gospel song that took me back to my childhood. And
That's
I
wonderful.
also shed tears that night with you when you had done that. So there's nothing that you should either be concerned or worried about because you're anointed by God and you're covered by the blood of Jesus. So the shenanigans that she is doing is witchcraft. Do not feed into it. The less you talk about it, the flame will go out.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And that's what I'm calling to say.
Thank you so very much.
You are anointed by God.
Thank you.
Don't worry about anything.
Thank you.
You know, and I've been watching for a while. Since the pandemic is when I really got into YouTube. And like I said, you're my number one favorite commentator on YouTube. And God uses you. I have never listened to Shirelle and felt compelled to call in and pour my heart out like I did you that night. Because you are anointed by God and God uses you when you don't even know
Thank
he
you.
uses
And for me, I don't understand why she usually don't go live in the middle of the night like this. Is that something uncommon for
I
Sharrell's
was
world?
shocked.
Okay.
I was like, did Wiley die? What's going on? But yeah, so I just had to call in and tell you that. I mean, these YouTube streets are so hilarious now. And for her, as they say, how well spoken she is, to come down to a level like that with makeup like that early in the morning, I was like, what the hell did Wiley do to this lady?
We went to break it down. We read the article on All About the Tea about Diana Jenkins, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, want to sue Sharrell's World. So we read that article, and the reason and the context was it because I'm like, Shirelle, you're trying to act like your mother Teresa, and when you are about allegedly going to maybe get a lawsuit from a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star, and Diana won't come on your show because of what you said about her. So you're talking about Armand burning the bridge. People will argue that you might have burned the bridge.
But you know what? Armand did the right thing because there comes a time, some point in your life where you have had enough and the pressure cooker done pop, and you got to speak your mind and your truth.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you, sister. Thank you for your
Wally.
support.
You have a good night.
You too. Thank you for your support. All right, let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
So, Wiley, oh my God, Shirelle is off her rocker. Let me tell you something. She might take you to court because that's what they like to do. They just like to do that to have something to talk about. She took a lady named Katie Joy to court, a lady that covers sister wives. And then there were 3 housewives incidents. You had Jenny and Submit, who were going to sue Sharrell for misinformation. Then you had the couple, Dorit Kimsley, I can't remember her husband's name, that were trying to take Sharrell's channel down for misinformation. Then you have Diana Jenkins, of course, that sent the cease and assist, and if Shirelle didn't comply, she's going to go to court too. But Shirelle tried to sue Katie Joy, I remember one time, another time with the John Yates situation. She went to go sue him and then decided, let's become friends and both of us go after another girl instead. So she took that lawsuit away from him, instead joined forces with him to go after this girl named Amber. And when that happened, she promised him that they were going to pay his lawyer fees and all this other stuff, but in the background never got him, never put his name as her team with the lawyer, or something like that happened. Basically, she lied to him the whole time. He was never covered by her lawyer. He really had to go to court and fight this fight himself when she was making him believe that they teamed up. Then what she did was she teamed up with the very same girl that she sued to go after John Yates. And it's like, this girl is crazy. She just loves being in court. Do you know, for the longest time, she lied to her subscribers, pretending that Perry, her husband, was just like a regular caller that would call in. But since the chat liked him, you know, she brought him on her team and all this stuff. And she would refer, oh, my buddy Perry, or my friend Perry, my buddy Perry called in and all this stuff. Next thing you know, they outed her. They went public that they were actually married. It was like pulling teeth. She finally admitted to it, and everybody was shocked. Like, oh, so y'all married? So you've been pretending this whole time? And I believe, like, even the people she worked closely with, she didn't even tell. Because I remember John Yates was like, I've been working with you for how long? Griping or ranting. Basically, he had problems with Perry, and Shirelle would listen to all the shit he would talk and pretend that they were not married. So she's just very sneaky like that. But one thing that a previous caller said a couple calls back was that she's just setting you up. Right now, this is the point where she's just waiting for you. What's that term? Give you enough rope to hang yourself. She's just basically now going to be sitting there and waiting for you to slip up and say something about her where she can take you to court. Because right now, she probably can't, even though she'll still try. But you got a good plan in place. You just show up to the courts every time if she does do that, because really, like, she's a serial suer. Like, all she does is, and the other thing is, she likes to flaunt around. I got this many subscribers, and he's only got this many. And she starts rallying people up to, like, hyping everybody up. And then everybody eventually sees right through her because she changes her stance all the time. 1 minute she's friends with a racist, this woman Amber, who early on was calling Black people dusty, and there was Shirelle, not only had her on her show, but started paying her. The girl used to, like, spread her legs in front of cameras to these 90-day fiance people, trying to get the men to cheat so they can report on it. I mean, they do sneaky ass shit like that, and so does the inbred looking one. Andrea, same thing. They are all in that little clique. AT2, she was going to sue AT2, call them all types of fat asses, all types of this, all types of that. I mean, her theme was just knocking his weight the whole time, weight, his glasses, all this stuff. And then now they're all buddy-buddy. So the girl she cannot keep her emotions straight, and Perry has no control over her. She has shut his ass down before when they were on arguments, like, on a panel where they were arguing with people, and Perry's trying to calm her down, and she's like, shut the fuck up, Marvin, or Marv, I think she called him. So, you know, she has no self-control, and her husband has no control over her. And what she did with Monica was very despicable. So for her to sit there and constantly say, I just don't want to see Black people doing this to Black people. She not only put Monica and her family's life at risk, but the people that Nosy Ho was, leading the way. Sharrell was on the team lying about everything, but putting other people at risk, people that were not Monica when they were trying to dox Monica, putting other people in those families at risk as well. And these are Black people. So I don't know what the hell she's talking about, that she wants to, be protective over Black people when she's the first one to go and play dirty. And Lord knows what she is, because in one breath she says that her grandmother's Jewish, and the next breath she says her grandmother's Choctaw Indian. It's the same woman. I don't know if she's half and half, but Shirelle lies, and she's constantly getting caught in her lies. Anyways, Wiley, I love you very much.
Love you. Thank you.
Everybody was fast, and she was wrong.
Thank
she's
you.
Wrong to the way that she's acting. And another thing, Jason Lee is already probably up in her DMs or whatever it is, talking about, I got your back, I'll help you financially, bullshit like that. Because for him, this is all just fun and games to watch everybody squabble and fight. All right. Sorry for being long-winded.
Thank you. All right.
Bye.
We're going to bring our last call on 5589.
Wiley?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so I have a lot to say. Let me turn my TV down. Okay, so I was watching last night. First of all, let me just say that I love you. You're funny.
Thank you.
I can't take you. I was dying when you told me you tried to be a pimp and the girl turned around and beat you up. That had me rolling. Okay? So I watched last night. I'm watching everything that's going on. And when you went on Shirelle, right? You went on and you brought up the fact about how, she was telling people's business about the housewives. And I think she got upset about that. And then I don't know if you could hear or not, but you were like cutting her off. You were like, okay, goodbye. All right. And I think she and Terry got a little upset about that. So, I log off today and I pull up YouTube, and now she's suing you for what, Wiley?
She's suing me because, according to her, that I lied on her, that I'm not going to sue. You can look on Pacer, but in the article said that Diana might sue her, Diana Jenkins from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So that's what they came for. And I think her ego was bruised when I called into the show and I just ended the episode. I mean, not ended the episode. I just exit left once I said what I said. And I think she was mad because I was not agreeing with her statement at all. And I had my own mindset that Armand Wiggins is right, because she kept saying, Armand Wiggins burning bridges. I was like, well, people would say that you're burnt bridges with the Real Housewives. And I think that what really got her.
Yeah, that pissed her off. I'm glad you stuck with that, because even after you said that, she was like, oh, let's get Wiley up here. Let's get Wiley up here. And I think that she thought you were going to agree with her.
Absolutely.
But you were like, no, okay, goodbye. Yep. You crossed some people too, and you stated your point, and I think that's where she got pissed off. Now, the advice that she's giving, I understand the advice that she's given to Armand. However, she is like leaning towards more Jason. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like Jason, she is definitely leaning towards Jason, and this is even before we knew that Jason gave her $500 or whatever. She's leaning towards Jason. Now Armand, he took a lot of stuff from Jason, and I enjoyed his live. I mean, the booty shaking stuff drives me. I can't take it, but everything else, I love you guys. I'm glad that he came out. Now, Jason may have a lot of power. Let's see what happens next. But I'm looking at my poor little Wiley, and he's looking sad on the TV right now. I'm calling to say, are you okay?
No, I'm not looking sad at all. I literally just woke up from an amazing nap, and I'm getting ready to go out and hang out with friends and go support Whoopi Goldberg's new movie Till, about Emmett Till's life, in which people should go out. But I'm good. I'm not upset or sad or about a lawsuit that's going to happen, mainly going to happen, not happen. We're going to see how it is.
Wiley, take that lawsuit and wipe it. And you know what? I heard her on this other chick's YouTube today, and she's just effing and shitting and effing. I was like, oh, I never knew she had that in her, but she could be a little nasty little something.
Yes. I hear your point. Thank you.
All right, no problem. I'm sending you love from New Jersey.
Thank you. I feel the love. Send the love back to you. Okay. Thank you all so very much. Also, thank you all so very much for tuning in. If you want to contribute to our show, our Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28. Also, we have a P.O. box if you want to contribute, because our birthday is right around the corner. I will be 32 years old. We're asking for $1 per year. So that'll be $32. Blessing that you want to contribute to the show, you can. We taking checks and money orders. You can write it out to Marquise Wiley. The P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. Again, that P.O. Box is 701122. Dallas, Texas 75370. I definitely want to give a special shout out to All About the Tea for that article that she have out about Sharrell's World. Let me bring this last caller and we're done. 9012.
What's up, Wiley?
How you doing?
How you doing, Wiley?
Doing
Hey,
good.
man, don't worry about this woman, man. She tripping, man. She ain't got her facts straight at all, man. If she really want to sue somebody, sue All About the Tea. How are you gonna sue somebody that basically is just reading off of what another blog said, like what another page said? You can't sue. She can't sue you. She's dumb as man. She really ain't got. She ain't got all her marbles up there, man. She ain't got all her marbles up there. You ain't do nothing wrong, Wiley. You did nothing wrong. What she needs to sit up there and worry about is Nicki Minaj suing her over that over having nosy hoax on her show. That's what she needs to sit up there and be worried about.
I feel you on that. Thank you so very much for calling.
You know, you ain't do nothing wrong, Wiley, and you see all the love you getting right now over this.
Yes.
Because you ain't do nothing wrong. You ain't do nothing wrong. She's a whole hater for that. Come on now. She's a whole hater for that. And I'm not even the Ormond fan, and I agree with the whole situation with I feel Ormond as far as how he felt with Jason Lee. And I ain't even no fan of him. And I'm like, yo, Jason Lee is wrong as heck. Like, you know what I mean? So, man, she's tripping, bro. You good, man. You good. I wouldn't worry about her worth nothing. I wouldn't worry worth nothing. They gonna throw that out. Like, are you serious? You brought this up in my court? Why didn't you sue the source to actually put this out there? Like, you know what I mean? He ain't doing nothing but reading what's on the daggone. Come on.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So you are good, Wiley.
Thank you.
And we, man, keep on doing what you're doing, man. We proud of you, bro. We are so proud of you.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you so very much for
You're
calling.
more than welcome. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello?
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Now, Wiley.
Yes.
Now, the other day you did say you wanted to get sued. Did you say that the other day?
It doesn't matter. Again, let me explain it to y'all, because I think people are is confusing civil court with criminal court. You're not going to prison for civil court. That's money.
I know.
So I think people and it's a process with a lawsuit. You don't just wake up and sue somebody and automatically win. It's a process. You have to prove your case. And then some people, what Shirelle is banking on, she's banking on a default judgment, meaning she's banking on me not showing up. No, we're going to show up. And I think that people are confusing the Cardi B lawsuit with Tasha K, but that was defamatory. I didn't say anything defamatory towards Sharrell World. I was just reading an article on allaboutthetea.com. So if it's any lawsuit, you have to go out to the publication. That's no difference if I read an article on the New York Times. You can't say, well, he read the article on the New York Times, I'm suing. No, you have to sue the New York Times. Because it's not my website. I didn't write the article. So, I don't even know who Diana Jenkins is. You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful, by the way. I'm going to read her book, Room 23. I didn't know who she is, but now I'm interested to know more about her and to reach out to her in the DM to, get her on the show.
Well, I know you was trying to manifest getting sued by somebody more famous than Shirelle with the wig. I do understand that part.
Well, she gave me all this free clout because she woke up in the middle of the night and put my name in the title. You know what I'm saying? She did that.
Just shooting. You know what she's doing? She's just shooting for anybody that got a lot of views. And since this, this Armand thing, everybody's been coming to your page because
they know you're gonna be fair with the Armand and Jason thing. So you've been the go-to guy, and she just trying to tag her name along yours. So now she got a whole segment about her, but we still ain't gonna go subscribe to her page. And if you are subscribed, you need to unsubscribe.
I feel you on that. But we thank you so very much for your support because you definitely have it on that. Thank you so very much.
All right.
All right. Okay, that was it. Thank y'all so very much. I gotta go. I gotta go see Tio. I gotta go see this movie. Thank y'all so very much for y'all support. For that. We definitely I have to get the Instagram of Diana, and so I definitely have to get her Instagram so I can know where's her Instagram at, so we can definitely support to see what's going on with that, to see if she actually going to sue Sharrell's World. But thank y'all so very much. Make sure y'all thumbs up, screen record. We was at 1.1K. So shout out if you're a new subscriber. We are entertaining blog. We go live every single day. We have a text list if you want to be notified anytime I go live. I'm going to post that on the screen here. You can text Wiley just one word to 888-534-4939. That text Wiley one word Wiley in the text box to 888-534-4939. You would be notified every time that I go live. It is definitely free to get notified whenever I go live. Thank you. You can follow me on Instagram at Wiley Show, WILEYSHOW at Wiley Show. Thank you all so very much. And we're going to give us another special shout out to Monica from All About the Tea. Y'all have a wonderful. Thank y'all so very much for that. And shout out to the 500 likes and shout out to the 1.1K in the chat. Thank y'all so very much. We're going to end on a high note. We will see y'all in the next video. Please.